I guess there's also the debate around the quality of life after a certain age as well.
Exactly. I mean, anecdotally, the people I speak to are all more concerned about their quality of life when they're older. I know I am. And that's what our field is more interested in. So I work in the biology of aging, and we're looking to develop new therapies or strategies to improve healthy aging and overall lifespan. And, in the short term, what we can hope to achieve is therapies that change, real measurable aspects of the quality of life. For example, mobility, muscle mass, memory, and other aspects that are really important to the quality of life. Measuring whether these new interventions extend overall human lifespan is going to be very, very difficult.
So, Dr. Wu, through your studies, what have you found in terms of top tips for people who do want to age well? Are there certain things that you're doing in your own life that you're hoping is going to set you up for future success?
Yeah, look, I mean, while our lab works on, drug interventions to try and extend lifespan and improve health, there's some pretty old-fashioned advice that is pretty solid. So, maintain a lot of exercise, watch what you eat. The big one for older people is maintaining muscle mass. We have this idea that older people are frail and they shouldn't exert themselves too much, but absolutely, old people should get in the gym and lift weights. Resistance training in the elderly seems to be very important for maintaining their muscle mass and preventing them from falling over and eventually breaking a hip and dying. So there's things that we can do in the meantime. My own personal advice or my personal tips, or how I aim to, in practice, how I may live longer is to achieve, cardio exercise through constantly being late to meetings and having to run to get to them on time and not having enough time to eat enough food. But look, that's just my experience.
And what about the difference between men and women? Is there a big disparity between life expectancy when it comes to men and women? And do we know why it is that generally men do pass earlier?
Yeah, it's a great question. Across almost every species on planet Earth, the females always live longer. We don't quite know why it is. It's a bit of a controversial topic, but it's always a small increase in overall life expectancy for women. Now, aside from the fact that women do live slightly longer, there are differences in how we can maintain health into old age. And for women in particular, the big risk is a loss of bone density and a loss of muscle mass. So that's, again, why granny should get into the gym and start pumping iron to improve that bone strength and that muscle mass going into old age.
And how do you expect that life expectancy will change over the decades? For example, a child born today?
Yeah, it's a great question. With this continual increase in average life expectancy that we're seeing, the question is whether we'll hit a limit, right? And so that's a really controversial question. Is there a maximum human lifespan? And, there are lots of people who say that there is a maximum lifespan. I'm not a demographer, so I can't really say. But I guess where the controversy comes from is that we have all these drugs in the lab which seem to make animals live longer. Now, a mouse is not a human, so we can't really say for certain if that's going to work. But look, that's where we hope to move into the future. We hope to develop other therapies and other interventions, for example, even dietary interventions that could extend lifespan beyond where it is today.
It's a fascinating field of study. Dr. Lindsay, we really appreciate you joining us with your insights. Thanks so much.
No worries. Thank you.